Hello people, Ollie from Londonpatchwork.com. Today I'm going to show you how to make my 808 machine patch from my Trap EDM pack on my website Londonpatchwork.com. As usual, I'll make this individual patch free download from my website, so head over there to grab that. Just bear in mind that this patch is made in build 1.113, so if you're running an older version of Serum, this patch won't load. You'll need to recreate this from the tutorial. Okie dokie, so here's how the patch sounds. Okay, so you get the idea. Obviously feel free to change the wavetable position into a square or something like that. Okay, so that will just change the kind of sound of the patch a bit, give it more of a square kind of distorted kind of sound. But I think for the purposes that I like to use it for, quite often the triangle wave is my favourite. So let's jump across to an initialized version of Serum and we'll start recreating this. Okay, so firstly we're going to set oscillator A to basic shapes, and we're going to turn the semi up 2. The reason why we're doing this is because the pitch envelope modulation is going to go 26 semitones down, so by setting this 2 semitones up, we're coming back to the corresponding note that we're playing on the keyboard or the Midi roll. Hopefully that makes sense to you. Okay, so I'm going to turn this wavetable position on oscillator A to a triangle, which is wavetable position 3. And I'm going to turn the random all the way down, just so that it always starts this wavetable in the same place, and I'm going to set the phase so that this wavetable commences at a point that's not 0, so it clips a little bit as the beginning starts, which helps with the attack of the sound. Perfect. Right, so I'm going to go and attach envelope 2 up to the coarse pitch here, and I'm going to jump into the matrix, and I'm going to set the amount to 30, and I'm going to change the type from left to right. And while I'm here, I'm also going to set auxiliary source of this modulation to macro 3. Back to the oscillator window, and I'm going to set this coarse pitch down to -26. Okay, and the attack is going to be 0 on envelope 2. The hold's going to be 0. The decay at the moment is going to be 1.7 ms. Oh, quickly going to jump into the global and put double click for typable values. Just so when I'm doing this, I can just double click this here. So it's 1.7. Great. And I'm going to take the sustain all the way down to 0 on this, and turn the release all the way up to 32. Now I'm going to connect macro 1 to the decay of envelope 2, and that's going to be 26. There we are. Now I'm just going to quickly rename this pitch decay. And I might as well rename all these while I'm doing them. So this one is going to be cutoff decay. Once it's set, macro 3 is going to be click, and macro 4 is going to be release. Good stuff. Okay, so that's envelope 2 sorted. Now let's jump over to envelope 3. Now envelope 3 we're going to set over here to the cutoff, and we'll turn the filter on, and we'll just make this a normal low 12, and we'll go over to the matrix here, and we are going to set envelope 3's modulation amount to 30. Okay, and we're going to make sure it's a left to right type. That's all good. Perfect. Now let's set the values for envelope 3. So the attack is going to be 0, the hold is going to be 0, the decay is going to be 8.9, and sustain is going to be 0, and the release we're going to turn all the way up to 32. Perfect. Now over on this filter we're going to give this 0 resonance, and also I'm going to quickly connect the notes. So this is like a keyboard tracking effectively, and we're going to connect that to the cutoff, and we'll go over to the matrix here, and we will just give that a modulation amount of 23. And again, it's going to be a left to right type. Perfect. Now we're going to go down to the release here on this macro, and we're going to connect the release here to the release of envelope 1. I'm just going to turn that down a little bit so that it's affecting the release by 51. That's fine. Okay, now let's go ahead and connect this cutoff delay. The cutoff decay, sorry. So we're going to connect macro 2, which is the cutoff decay, to envelope 3's decay. And this is set to about 40. Okay, we're going to set the voicing over here to mono, and I'm just going to have a quick sound. I think we're almost done here, so let's have a listen. Okay, so if we turn this release macro up, perfect, and this click should start to give it a bit more of a click at the beginning. Let's turn this pitch decay, and let's turn this cutoff decay up. Just gonna have a check to see if I've put any effects on this. Okay, no I haven't. I've got a compressor on there, but it's turned off. So yeah, I think this is the finished patch pretty much done. So like I said, you can go ahead and download this from my website. I'm just going to double check that these matrices have got the same amount. The orders are slightly different, but they're pretty good. But yeah, so I hope you like this patch. Please like and subscribe. Go ahead over to the website Londonpatchwork.com and download the patch, subscribe to the newsletter. Yeah, and have a good day. Take it easy. Peace out.